time with us, so we'll get started. And if other people trickle in, we'll let them trickle in. But, I'm just going to hang out by the food to supervise how much you all take. But anyways, it's a privilege to be here, and I'll turn it over to you, Father Barrett. You can kind of tell the story here and help us for some who haven't heard the whole story. But,
oh, very good. Very good. Well, first of all, again, yes, welcome all of you to our campus and to Santa Angelina. This is why you are all here, to see exactly how the connection can really happen and how we can work together in such an incredible relationship. I'm Father Barrett Van Buren. I have been here for 5.5 years. And when I first started as the rector here, this was nothing but total dead grass. And why was it dead? Because it cost an average of $5,000 a month to water it. And we didn't have that kind of budget here. And because it was dead and no one knew our existence, it ended up being a really crazy thing where even the police thought that we were abandoned and that we were closed and there was nothing happening here. Soon enough, they found out differently. And then when Santa Angelina came about, we all agreed in our church that we wanted to use our property for God's purpose and to make sure that it was dedicated to God's perfect will. And that's what our discernment and our prayers were all about during that next, they started this process 8 years ago, 8 to 9 years ago, starting to think about what's going to happen. And is it right for us to do it? They were concerned about the changes. I don't know if you've heard, people are concerned about change, So it ended up that there were people who left the church because we agreed to move forward. And yet we stood firm in knowing that God's perfect will was being done. And it took a lot of work, a lot of time, many hours, close working with National Corps and with us to finally get it right. And I was like talking to the gentleman about the neighbors. The neighbors at first did not want it at all. Oh, no.
that's surprising.
NIMBY, not in my backyard, right? Well, that all changed when we invited them in open houses. And they got to know court, they got to know what we were doing, they got to understand what was going on, and they even got involved in the planning of how it should look. And the architect went back and redid the drawings to present to the neighborhood the alternative down to like 2-story instead of 3-story as an example of the changes. And sure enough, it was the right thing to do, and it turned out to be most positive. And that gives you at least a background of where we are now. But you need to know these two ladies because they have made it all happen and make it possible. Please.
Thank you. So my name is Blanca Arellano. I'm here with the Hope Through Housing Foundation. Can everybody hear me okay? Mm-hmm. Okay. I'm here with Jennifer. She's here with National Corps. She's the property manager here. I'll probably share a little bit more in detail. I was part of the process a little bit longer than she was. And if there's any questions that I may not be able to answer, I'm happy to answer it, afterwards via email, phone call. So as Father Barrett mentioned, it was quite a undertaking to be able to do this community here. There was a lot of opposition. We did town halls with the church. We did small group, large group conversations. We had a lot of concern from the, parents of the preschool. As you can see, actually, you don't know just yet, but we will show you that the creativity of problem solving is something that we do really, really well at National Corps and Hope Through Housing. So because of how the church was laid out, we had have the church in the middle, the preschool slightly behind it, this space here that which we built for the church for their use, and it's completely 100% theirs. And then we have the 2 apartment communities flanking the church buildings. So sometimes when we think of, you know, a family community, senior community, we think of one all together space. But if it calls for it, we're happy to make those adjustments. We're happy to accommodate the need depending on the location. We do involve the community, you know, as soon as we are able to, so that they can be a part of the process, because that's the way that we help them understand that change is good. And, you know, it's just something that we really strive for, because it's very difficult for people to accept change, but just know that we are happy to collaborate as much as possible to make everyone feel comfortable with all of the new construction and new families moving in. Now, I didn't have a specific, I'm going to share X, Y, Z, so if there's questions, please feel free to shout them out, and we'll be happy to answer them, whether it's myself, Jennifer, or Father. And Jennifer, anything you'd like to talk about for the experience thus far?
Well, it's new to me. I started here as the manager in April. We didn't open until May, but so far it's been great. We have a total of 65 units, so from those 65 units, there's just a lot of people that have been so grateful to be able to have a unit to call home. Yeah, so it's been birthing since May, so we're still getting there, trying to, how do you say it? Acclimate all the residents, get to know them, but we've seen so far from what Father Barrett has said too, that a lot of the tenants have been coming to his services on Sunday. So I love hearing that.
It's true. We are a ministry, and it is a ministry that has developed San Angelino. And by us thinking and believing that that is a ministry, that has changed the paradigm for the parish as well. Because everyone realizes, okay, we're doing this for God. We're not doing it to make money for the church. No, that's not exactly how it works. If you're looking to make lots of money, that's not what this is all about. And we can talk about that sometime, about the financial aspects. What this is an opportunity to be able to meet the needs of those less fortunate, and to be able to bring forth a ministry that, working with this team, makes it beautiful. We have a big event coming up, July 28th, one of the many examples of what we do together. We're having a welcome barbecue where they're going to go ahead and all the residents are coming to be welcomed now that it's 100% occupied. And so we go ahead and we are able to welcome them, let them know the services that are available, including even if there's like food shortage. We're right now working with different organizations to make sure to meet those needs. We also had, just to give you an idea, we had thousands of dollars that was donated from different organizations in the city of Fullerton and in the city of Placentia to bring forth full furnished apartments for the 21 people with all of the extra amenities, if I may. From shower curtains to silverware to towels, these all came from donations. And we got it all ready for the 21 PSH, the permanent supportive housing. And it is such an incredible moment where even the chamber, recognizing hundreds of people coming to welcome the grand opening of the event, to be able to see our church finally on the map. There were people that said, "Blessed Sacrament, I've never heard of you before, and I've been a resident for 40 years. Where is that church?" As soon as now, they are all recognizing the name. And this is bringing people checking out for weddings, checking out for services. We have more people coming in from college age that are checking us out that want that more traditional type of worship. It's just a whole different ball game than what it was 2, 3, 4, 5 years ago.
And so Father Barrett shared that there are 21 apartments for permanent supportive housing, and that is true. So this is a senior community, 62 years and better. And so the 21 units of those were specifically for those that were previously unhoused or at very high risk of being unhoused. So for those, knowing that they came in with very little, if not nothing, we did provide the furniture. The church was an incredible partner in gathering all of the little other things that we needed, like those shower curtains, the bed linens, the dishes, the flatware, the cookware, that, if it wasn't for them, they would not have it once they moved in. For people that have been previously unhoused, it's very difficult for them to feel a part of community with so many barriers, once they move in. So we take it very personally that they feel welcome. So that means providing them a space where they can come in and it feel like home. They open a cupboard and there's glassware. They go to the bathroom and there's toilet paper, there's towels, there's linens. So, and then along with that, we don't stop with just that. We do provide ongoing education, ongoing outreach. Our intention is to help them become self-reliant. We do offer case management. We do offer fun and joyful activity for everyone. And we're here to support. So we have 2 layers of support for them. We have a coordinator that provides services at large for everyone that lives here. And we have case managers just for the permanent supportive housing to make sure that they have that one-on-one phone call or a meeting or gathering of what do you need, how can we help, how can we get you to the next level of what it is, what your life is going to be. So we strive on stability, we strive on providing basic needs and a